Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I was just notified that Mac Miller has done a number of songs with Ariana Grande, and his most recent album that came out on August 3rd was in tribute in part to his breakup with Ariana Grande. And we just did a recent video on the Ariana Grande story from this past weekend, her supposedly being groped at the Aretha Franklin funeral, and what that ritual had to do with the number 26. Now look at the age of death for Mac Miller, number 26. If you missed my videos on Ariana Grande being groped and checked out by Bill Clinton, and the last video I did on the death of Mac Miller, please check those out after you watch this. Whole lot more information. And if you have time, please watch my playlist on the death of Aretha Franklin. Her death had everything to do with the number 26. This is a very special number that comes from Kabbalah, which Ariana Grande practices. If you're not familiar with Kabbalah, it is a spiritual belief system that has a core belief that God created the world by merging the letter with the number with the sound. And if you learn this code of letters and numbers, which the English language is built on, it reveals a lot. They're saying that Mac Miller's death is from an overdose. And I just want you to see that grande and overdose have overlapping gematria, 113, a very special number, a number that comes from the Talmud. In the Talmud, it says somebody who's Jewish has the right to lie to somebody who is not Jewish, in Bava Kama 113a. And in my book, Letters and Numbers, there's a very long list of things that have to do with 113, that have to do with dishonesty. Mainstream 113, dishonest 113, not true 113, fiction 113, bullshit 113, infidelity equals 113, divorce 113, and a whole lot more. Number of dishonesty. And when you hear about these celebrities dying from overdoses, it's almost always a lie. These people were murdered. You know, I just explained that in the last video and gave you undeniable evidence. There's about 100 posts there already that said, he wasn't murdered, the news said overdose. Look, if you take the news for a credible source of anything, you're walking around with wool on your body. Time to shave that off and pay attention. So, Ariana Grande, she talks about Kabbalah. In Kabbalah, again, the core belief is that God created the world by merging the letter with the number with the sound. In Hebrew and in English, the four-letter name of God, YHWH in English, both in Hebrew and English, it sums to 26. In English, the word God also sums to 26. G's the seventh letter, O's the 15th letter, D's the fourth. God 26. You know, you want to watch another video? Watch the video I put out yesterday before the first football game of the season was played in Pennsylvania. I said the whole game's going to be about 26. Just watch. It was. The entire game was a 26 ritual. In the years I've been doing this, going back to 2013, I've called a lot of sports games way before they happen. Because everything in this world that comes through the media is scripted by this code. It's not just Ariana Grande that's a Kabbalist. The people who control the recording industry and media, this is the code they go by. They introduce it to their artists, such as Ariana Grande, such as Madonna, etc. But 26, this special number, 26 letters in the English alphabet. God 26, letter 26, sound 26. God merged the letter with the number with the sound. So Mac Miller got his big break on the Ariana Grande song The Way. And look at The Way, 26. What do you know? But just watch. There's just so much more to this riddle right here. I'll remind you, Ariana Grande was just at the funeral for the death of Aretha Franklin. Aretha, the Queen of Soul, died August 16th, 2018, a date with 26 numerology. Aretha equals 26, Madonna 26, Queen 26, Ariana 26. Remember, Aretha died on Madonna's birthday. Madonna was the Queen of Pop. Aretha was the Queen of Soul. Aretha died on the anniversary of the King, Elvis. Not by coincidence, by ritual. By numeric ritual, by Kabbalistic ritual. So just notice how all of these things come together. Ariana Grande performing at Aretha's funeral. The word pastor has gematria 26. The pastor groped her. So some headlines said. In the Chaldean cipher, another important cipher, both Mac Miller and Rapper also summed to 26. Mac Miller, dead at 26. Now here's the big kicker. From Mac Miller's 26th birthday to his date of death, September 7th, date which I said on Wednesday to look out for a celebrity sacrifice on my radio show, Something Talked About. From his birthday to September 7th, 231 days later. And look at Ariana Grande, also in the base cipher, 231. Dead 231 days after his own birthday. Now what's interesting is 231 is the 21st triangular number. Today on the satanic calendar is a day of human sacrifice. And what it's supposed to be, what you're supposed to sacrifice on the satanic calendar on this day, is a 21-month-old female baby. You know, make of it what you will, but how interesting is it that 231 is the 21st triangular number? His death is related to a female artist, a relatively young woman, Ariana Grande. Just for some review from the last video, today's September 7th. Mac Miller, his full name, Malcolm James McCormick, gematria of 79. September 7th, 7/9, murder equals 79. You can also write the date 9/7 like 97. Death equals 97. 97 is the 25th prime number. Death also equals 25 in the base ciphers. Ariana Grande, currently 25 years old. Don't overlook that she's born on the 26th day of June. She's born on the 6th month, the 26th day. Mankind, made in the 26th verse of the Bible on the 6th day. 6 and 26, special pairing. What's interesting is from the release of the song The Way, which released March 25th, 2013, the Ariana Grande and Mac Miller song, their first song together. From the release of that song until today is a span of 1,993 days. Ariana Grande, born in 1993. What's crucial about that year is the 93 part. 93 connects to the name Ariana Grande. Again, if you're new here, I just taught in the last video on Mac Miller's death the 4 base ciphers. There's 4 ciphers you got to know, English language, forwards and back. Ariana Grande sums to 93 like her year of birth, just using the alphabetic order. A is the first letter, R is the 18th. You'll notice in the other one, the alphabetic order is just flipped around. So A is 26. You count from Z is 1 back to A is 26. This is just the reverse alphabetic order. But anyway, Ariana Grande sums to 93 like Saturn. Saturn is very important to the occult. It is the keeper of time. It is associated with death and judgment. The Grim Reaper, the scythe of the Grim Reaper, it comes from the astrological symbol Saturn's scythe. Anyway, Saturn has gematria of 93 and 21. It's the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology where it equals 21. 21 really makes sense for Saturn because Saturn's the 6th planet from the sun. If you add 1 through 6 together, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, it equals 21. And again, 21, part of this ritual. 231, the 21st triangular number. You're supposed to sacrifice a 21-month-old female baby on the satanic calendar on this date, September 7th. Even more, from Ariana Grande's birthday, from June 26th, I meant to put this up here, but let's just do it. From June 26th to September 7th is 73 days. 73 days later. And 73 is the 21st prime number, to bring us back to 21 one more time. 73, the 21st prime. The other thing about 73 is sacrifice with the alphabetic order 73. Ritual sacrifice with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology, also 73. Another number we find around suspicious death all the time. You could also say it's a span of 74 days. Instead of just 73 days after her birthday, you could say it's her 74th day of being 25 years old. With the alphabetic order, killing equals 74, gematria equals 74. There's a song called Gematria, the killing name, by the metal band Slipknot. In the last video, I talked about the song Murder by Numbers by the Police that came out in 83, and how murder also sums to 83 when you flip the alphabetic order around. Mac Miller released his most recent album on August 3rd, 8/3 or 3/8. Murder sums to 83 and 38. That album had a lot to do with Ariana Grande. Now he's dead, perfectly synced up with Ariana Grande. The elite do a lot of rituals around Ariana Grande. That whole concert bombing hoax not long ago. I wish my channel hadn't been deleted, but all the things we exposed about that, we even called the date of a false flag before it even happened. It ended up being her concert bombing. Talked about how that had to do with Masonry and the Gregorian calendar. And then they said the only victim was named Georgina Calandre or something like that. Do you remember that? Georgina Calandre. And I was already saying before how that date's a big ritual with the Gregorian calendar and the Masons. We practically said the name of the phony victim before it even happened. But just understand, this code's undeniable. I wrote a book about this, Letters and Numbers. Longest chapter, Murder by Numbers. Talk about how when people die in the celebrity world, they're often connected to another celebrity. It's like somebody's killed for somebody's future success. So Mac Miller has died for Ariana Grande very clearly. You know, undeniable, perfect synchronicity. It's easy to see, understanding their career, the most recent album release. Be sure to sub, check out the videos, stop believing the news. Till next time, Truth Seeker.